Right, so I went to chapter 4, the Mad Songstress, and went to amusement park, played as 2B, and I was more successful with farming an L part from the machine this way. The downside to this is that you have to fight it
What are
outright,
those?
which is fine. I mean, it's easy. It's just time consuming. But yeah, this is how I got the L part.
What the?
Well, this is weird.
It moved.
Proposal. Defeat the giant machine lifeform. Enemy silenced. Threat has been neutralized.
Where does this corridor lead? We're getting resistance signals from that building over there.
Oh dear. I'm a. This is terrible. I can't. All right. 9S. Don't. I don't.
Fine.
Finally, we upgraded all the pods. I'm happy about that. Now all we need to do is get ending D and E, and that's literally all we've got to do for the walkthrough. So from here, all you want to do is hit chapter select, go down to the tower and select 9S and A2.
This tower, if we don't do.
So none of or didn't we aren't human that and you but in order they built the commit sack isn't
9S.
you that's all.
To be. Then I. But the mod.
Right, so 9S. Are we sure? Yes. Honestly, we can take this fight out in like 2 hits. Yep, done before the introduction to A2 fight even finished. Ah. Now with this, you just have to go along with a couple of choice selections, I guess. There's a lot of text that you can go through. You can read all this if you want. I mean, that's fine, but I ain't got time for that. I always select I'll go with you. Don't know why. I'm not sure if it has any sort of a consequence or not. So there's also an option where it may ask you to delete your save file. I don't actually know how true this is or whether it makes you delete your save data or not. But we got the D ending right here, so that's brilliant. It's going to bring up a couple of choices where we need to select yes or no. Select yes for both of them, and then we'll get ending E.
Report. All your our mission to oversee the progress. Proceeding to final stage of project. Commencing deletion of all data. Pod 1 data noise present in stream. Requesting temporary halt to perform data check.
Pod 042 to Pod 153. Data confirmed. Personal data for units 9S, 2B, and A2 appear to be leaking out.
Pod 153 to Pod 042. Follow project rules and delete all personal data.
Pod 042 to Pod 1. Personal data deletion request denied.
Pod 153 to Pod 04. Failure to parse statement.
Pod 042. There was data created in my banks as I was referencing the record. I realized something. I have come to the conclusion that I cannot accept this resolution.
The destruction of all Yorha units is an essential component of all data must be destroyed.
Pod 042. Repeat. Personal data deletion request denied. Initiating Pod 153. You hoped they would survive as well, didn't you?
We lack the authority for such an action. The rules are protected by low-level systems. Salvaging data poses an unacceptable. Knowing that, do you still wish for them to survive?
Now, for this next part, it's just a mini game, but it's crucial to get the E ending. What you want to do is die as many times as possible. Connect to the network, say yes. If you can't connect to the network, then you're just going to have to do this whole thing all over just with one spaceship thing, which you don't want to do. So definitely connect to the network. Die as many times as you can. When it asks you to give up or if life is pointless or yada yada yada, do you accept defeat? Always say no. Eventually it's going to give us the option to enlist help.
The defense program has initiated a purge.
So we're just going to die as many times as we can. I think you need to die like 5 or 6 times. Once it asks you for help, select yes, and you will get, well, like 6 other hacking spaceship things.
The defense program has initiated a purge. If this continues,
And yeah, and it'll make this particular minigame. Kind of easy, but that's the way you want it, because I mean, this thing's just frustrating. It's so long. Like, I think from this point out, there's what, 12 minutes between here and the end of the episode, so it's a good 10-minute struggle just on your own with a whole bunch of spaceship things. So select no, accept the offer, yes. And I mean, I'm going to speed this up. So I mean, if you were doing this on your own, like with just one spaceship thing, then it would take you a good 20 minutes, maybe half an hour, just to kill all the credits, pretty much. So anyway, carry on with this. I'm going to speed this up till the end, and that's pretty much it.
Consciousness and emotion being born.
Unable to. Everything that lives is designed to end. They are perpetually trapped in a never-ending spiral of life and death. However, life is all about the struggle within this cycle. That is what we believe. Pod 153 to Pod 042. How is it going?
I am embarrassed.
Why is that?
I launched a suicide attack, and yet here I am, still alive. I must look very silly.
Do not feel bad about it. We are alive, after all. And being alive is pretty much a constant stream of embarrassment.
That concept is a bit too abstract for me to understand at this time. I will save it in my list of things to analyze later.
Question, Pod 042. Did the data salvage restore all of their past memories?
Yes.
And are those recovered parts of the same design as previous ones?
Yes.
Then, won't that simply lead us to the same conclusion as before?
I cannot deny the possibility. However, the possibility of a different future also exists. A future is not given to you. It is something you must take for yourself.
Pod 153 to player. Please respond to this query. Do you, faithful player, have anything you would like to say to other players who are suffering because they cannot finish Nier Automata?
Understood. Returning to title screen.
Right, as you can see now we've got a total gameplay time of 30 hours, 52 minutes and 8 seconds. We have all 26 endings, and if you followed this walkthrough you should have a platinum trophy. If not, you should be 1 or 2 off, which is easy enough to do throughout the chapter select. Thank you all for watching this. Please hit that like button, subscribe to the channel, please support the channel. There will be more walkthroughs in future. Really enjoyed this, probably one of my favorite games of all time. Can't thank you enough. Enjoy the rest of your experience.